do it.
That's how we're doing it. Our, we need a quick rundown.
An interview.
A quick rundown of... Yeah, no problem, no rush. Believe me, there's no rush at all.
And there's no rushing.
My bad, I was gonna pass it. Now that the dust has settled, I didn't want to like, oh Laura, what happened? Like first day back, I'm like, oh, get some rest. I know, but like, so I heard like they just followed you from the street into the alley. Like,
yeah, I went to go get Marco beer after going to get myself Del Taco, and they were coming down Euclid as I was going back across it, and my rear lights weren't working. I didn't know, so they followed me, and I knew they were gonna pull me over as soon as they got
flipped the
behind me.
bitch.
No, they were coming down Euclid, so they just
Oh, got you.
And I knew they were gonna pull me over, so I fucking stepped on her a little bit so that I could at least make it to the alley, so it didn't look like I was, starting a pursuit. And I made it to the alley, and they pulled in the alley and lit me up. And so I cruised down the alley and got to the back fence.
Yeah.
Thinking that if I made the car to the house, they wouldn't impound it. But
Yeah.
They impounded it.
Dickheads.
Yeah.
Now, if you would have went on the front yard, for some reason, that's the switch. The alley, if you notice. However, your trash truck comes, and yours comes through your alley.
Mm-hmm.
If the trucks that come in the front yard, that's where your safe zone is.
Yeah, and I didn't tell them, like, I don't know, I gave them misinformation. I should have told them that I live in my car, but I had already said, like, oh, this is my house, or not my house, but
I got
this
you.
is where I live, But yeah, they pulled me in on the warrant from getting busted last year. So it was no new charges. I didn't have anything on me. They even let me give my switchblade to Josh.
And then they just took you in, and you did the old file in, check in, and now here's where it's like horror. Day one, just no problem, went through it, nothing. Like, was there like, oh, day 5 I started wanting to get home? Or...
Oh no, day 1 was like the worst. Because like my Wellbutrin, when you don't take it, like if you stop taking it abruptly, it causes seizures. But I don't ever get, like, I'll calm myself down before I get a seizure, and so I just sit there suffering with what's called an aura for like days. An aura is like what happens up until a seizure, and it's like really uncomfortable pain in your chest and like fluttering heart and like jitters, and it just sucks.
If you kind of recall, like, how many days were you feeling that?
About 5.
And then, so now we're on like day 6, and you only had like 4 or 5 more days, 4 more days?
I think day 6 or day 7, they transferred me to Glen Helen. And in West Valley, I was in a cell, and they kept on giving me new cellies. I got like 3 new cellies in a week. And so you have like different characteristics of people that you have to deal with. Like some people are a snorer, and some people are a stressor, and some people are like oh, I gotta get out of here, or I'm innocent, I'm not even supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And there's like
denial, the panickers.
Well, maybe not denial. Sometimes they do be innocent, which is sad as fuck. But there's all kinds of like, it's like impossible to sleep during the night because the Deps do walkthroughs, and they walk up the stairs all loud and slam the gates all loud.
Intentionally, huh?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then they don't turn off the lights, and it's like you gotta be up at 4 a.m. for chow. So I was like catnapping during the day, but I wouldn't really call it sleep because I'm like still aware of what's going on in the cell.
Keep an eye open.
Just like shut off, where like I can't open my eyes, but I'm still aware. Like almost like sleep paralysis, but not terrifying. And so like one of my cellies kept on getting down off the bed and yelling at his co-defendant, and I finally just had to tell him, like, dude, you gotta stop doing that, they're gonna throw you in solitary, and he believed me. So, but yeah, he was one of the ones that was innocent. He said that his friends had jumped some guy and tried to rob him, and he was the one telling them to stop and like back off the guy. It's sad.
Wow, and just yeah.
He was like 19, probably like this tall, petite little guy, dude. It was sad.
So wait, so we get to, so everything goes smooth, and you get to day 11. Was it the morning, afternoon? When did you get the?
I think day 11 was when I had court. waiting for like preliminary arraignment and stuff was a bitch because I didn't quite know how to use the kiosk to find out like when my court dates were, so I was kind of just like stuck in limbo. Oh, this isn't the right med. What is this?
But once they got everything figured out, when did you get notified? Like, all right, you're free to go.
Fuck! I left my fucking medication in Derek's car. Sorry.
It's all good. It's a good lesson on, guys. Lessons on how to stay focused. We'll title this one "Staying
Derek
Focused."
completely flaked on me going to fucking probation yesterday.
So when did they notify you could leave? Like daytime,
On
nighttime,
the
midday?
21st.
Like
Hey, I left my medications in your car. Can you bring them to me real quick? Cool, thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Like,
I'm just asking, did they do the old like let you out at 2 in the morning or something? Or?
yeah, they started the release process at 8. I didn't get to San Bernardino till like 11:40. And then walked to 7-Eleven, called Josh and walked to like 7-Eleven a few blocks away.
At like midnight or
And I waited
11:30
for
or
like
something?
an hour. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the freaks were definitely out.
Nice.
Old girl across from 7-Eleven was starting a fire on the sidewalk, dancing around it.
Was she just got out, or she was just doing her thing, starting a fire? So yeah, every night I start a fire by the jail. Shit, I'm trying to get three meals. This is close enough. She's like, shit, I'm trying to get that free 3 meals in a bed. Goddamn, tired of this fucking barrel with fire.
What's funny is 2 cops drove right by her with a fire blazing, and
they probably know her, and they're tired of feeding her and giving her a bed.
They're probably just tired of dealing with her.
Yeah.
Like, we have arrested this bitch so many times. Like,
and it's just like a week charge or 4 days charge, and they're just like, fuck, you know, we spend more.
We gotta go arrest her again.
Citing her in than making, because you know they get paid after that good 4 or 5 days. It's like profit.
Imagine the bitch already has like 70 arson charges.
That's like, well, let's just let this COVID completely get up, and then we'll just nail her for 2 years. It's like, wow. Just hit her with that little 4 days again. She just want a place to sleep, officer. Come on.
I wonder if arson is considered a violent crime.
No.
If you hurt somebody.
Yes, it is.
True, yeah.
It is, because that's funny. These gangsters like did a drive-by in Alabama. Is on YouTube, and that's funny. It is a violent crime because the person they were trying to get back wasn't there, so it was his grandparents' house that the rival gangs shot up, and they had like down south the old schools, like maybe the stove was heating up the house and they're smoking cigs, and that shit blew up when they did the drive-by. So they took out 2 people, you know. It's like arson, not necessarily, but they did charge some type of arson in there because of the fire.
That's scary.
So yeah, that is a criminal.
Always make sure your pilot light's on.
Violent. Good looking out, Hara. Alright guys, another episode of CoLin's Couch, and we'll just focus on not going to jail. So guys, Check your headlights, check your taillights, check your weed pipes. Just check all the ites. Aight? We're out, CoLin's couch. Peace. Fuckers.